Welcome to episode 6 of the LAB77 podcast. I'm here today with Reverb. First and foremost, what's the story behind your name?
Okay, a lot of people might feel like this is like far fetched, but what's crazy is my name was MP3 before because my initials are MP and my birthday is the year 2003. So I was like, MP3 sound crazy. I'm an artist.
Yeah, yeah.
Then I was like, that's whack. I ain't gonna lie. I was walking by Harold Washington Library. I'll never forget the day. And I was like, God, I need like a name that just fit me. Like, give me something. Whatever you give me, I'll run with it. Literally 3 seconds later, reverb just echoed in my head. I was like, what does reverb even mean? I'm like, all right, hey Siri, you feel me? It said reverb is a continuous and serious effect. I said, I like that. I want that impression to be, you know what I'm saying, what I leave on people when they hear my music, when I'm in their presence. I want to be a continuous and serious effect. So I've been that since that.
That's what's up. That's a crazy story. Wow, it was fate. It was fate.
You feel me? Divine.
So how has your creative process changed since you first started creating?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm more patient with myself and my artistry. I feel like I've learned that art is a form of expression. I can't box myself in. I can't rush it. I have to let it flow. It's like trying to express yourself to the T with every word, and it got to be so strategic and particular that you don't want to give the wrong impression. So like I've just learned to really be patient with my artistry and just develop my own sound and just stay true to who I am. So I feel like, that's how my little time of being on the scene, I guess you would say.
If you could work with any artist, who would it be?
Hands down, it'll probably be Three Stacks. Andre 3000 all the way. He's the epitome of versatility. Like you can see him playing the instrument 1 second, rapping and then singing the next. It's like you don't know what you're gonna get with Andre, but you know that you're gonna get good music with Andre. So I feel like that's somebody I would love to work with. Like I feel like even like a type of mentorship or something, like just being able to learn from somebody and get game from them. It's like paying homage to who came before you so you can break through and make a new avenue.
What do you hope people take away from your music?
Um, a new appetite. I hope that they want to consume something different after listening to my music. I feel like we generalize and normalize certain types of music, and I want to change the palette of the listener. I don't want them to just be like, "Oh, this is a nice beat." Oh, this and I want them to look deeper. So I want them to take away a new appetite. I want them to hunger for something else. I want them to be like, I gotta play that again. I gotta find something. Like it's like you take some food that you ain't ever had before, and you just like now I like Chinese. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Anything.
yeah.
So yeah, that's why I want them to take away.
So let's discuss Cleva Cyphers.
Clever Cyphers is basically a space to bridge the foundation of hip hop to the future of urbanized and modernized music. So any type of stylistic expression, whatever genre, it's all welcome. And Clever Cyphers is a space for others to just come and create a community with that. A lot of people will be like, why Clever Cyphers? My brother Tristan, he went by Clever. Me, him, and my bro Inari, we started our music thing together. And that's my foundation. He passed away though. So in order for me to feel like I'm keeping a piece of him with me at all times and I'll never forget where I came from, I named the show and dedicated it to him. So we make sure that we move clever, you feel me? And we make sure that everybody comes in here, we respect the foundation and we just make it a safe space. Um it's like a lineup of like 5 to 6 artists. It's a showcase. We line y'all up and we get a DJ, we spin it, and every artist gets that attention to have an audience just listen to their music and give them that live reaction to where it's like, okay, they actually hearing me, they actually care about what's next. Like when you get that mic in your hand, it's like you got all the power in the room. And then at the end of every show, you would think, where the cipher come in at? Right then and there. The last act go on, I grab that mic and I say all the spitters line up. I had a DJ run whatever old school hip hop art, whatever you want. He'll just drop it, and we just start ciphering every artist. Even the people in the audience come up. I don't care if you just chilling in the back, and I might have a bar, and I'm sitting at the bar with a drink or something. I'm finna walk up here with my drink, and I'm finna start rapping with y'all because it's for the community. It's for
Mm-hmm.
everybody. Y'all all are a part of the show. It's not just the artists get all the shine. No, because without the audience, we wouldn't be artists. We wouldn't have nobody listening or receiving our music. So it's like that's what Cleva Cyphers came from, and that's what we here to do: provide that space in that community and build from it. All right, 1 year anniversary is coming up in September, so I'm really excited about that. So we've been doing it for a decent little period of time. It's located at Subterranean. I definitely forgot to say that, but shout out Subterranean, shout out 606 because without the foundation, 23 years of hip hop open mics for free, the first ever in the world, not just the city, but the world, Craig. You feel me? And it's like without that, we wouldn't have nothing. Our foundation in the city starts somewhere, and that's where it is. I feel like we really got a mantle to carry. So, most definitely shout out 606. Much love.
So where do you see your music career going? What's your manifestation? Like what's your vision for your career?
I want people to be able to, take a song or even a line from one of my songs and be able to apply that to their actual life. If people can do that, then I'm satisfied. But on a larger scale, like big shows are great. Being at Lollapalooza or being at the Grammys or whatever the case may be is also great. But if I don't see that impact in the actual audience and the people, I don't think I'm doing that much. So me just making music that I love and being able to live off of doing that, and it's affecting people in a positive light, and I'm showing God's light through me, I'm good. I feel like that's really what it is.
So let's talk about some of your recent projects. What have you been working on?
Actually, I just dropped an album on my golden birthday, May 20th. It's called Soul Brothers. I was just talking about my bro Cleva and Cleva Cyphers, and I dedicated the album to him because at a certain point in time, I was gonna stop doing music because he was a huge part of my music, and us being a collective and just doing music together was just like a big part of my life. And when I lost that, it kind of stopped. It came to a halt. But I learned that my healing process was a way for me to not only advocate for those who have lost someone, but it was a way for me to actually conceptualize that this wasn't a point for me to stop. It's a point for me to push through and keep going. Because if I don't, then somebody might not learn from the story that I have. I feel like it's just a fragment. Everybody has a little broken piece in them that could be healed, maybe through music, maybe, what I'm saying, through another form of art. But I feel like I have something that could have, help somebody heal. So I put it in a project, and it's called Soul Brothers. It's out on all platforms. And my boy Prophet, he produced that. So much love and a big shout out to him because the whole album, chef's kiss. But I got new music on the way, even though it's like
Okay.
what 2 or 3 what month. I'm like, I gotta drop something else. People be like, oh yeah, you just dropped the album, like chill, like sit on a little bit of music. But I'm like, nah, man, I'm an artist, man. I'm gonna get in what I want when I want. So like, I've been working with my guy Chess, and I ain't gonna lie, I got a song called "Laugh in My Pain" coming soon. So it's like, as artists, we allow people to laugh at our pain, not literally, but we make it something light so everybody can commune on it. So it's like we make a community off of our pain, and that's our audience. So we created a song that embodies that, and yeah, I got that coming soon. So y'all stay tuned for that.
How do you continue to be vulnerable in your work?
Well, I just live like, I feel like a lot of people, they try and step into this artist like type of mentality to where it's like, oh, okay, like I'm an artist, like I'm too big for this, I'm too big for that. But like, and it's not sending shots to nobody, but it's just me being real with myself. Like, I'm not up there with Michael Jackson right now. I'm not up there with Chris Brown, and I'm an artist. I'm gonna stay humble because God hasn't exalted me. He hasn't put me in no pedestal. So like, why do I feel like I'm any better? Like I'm gonna live my life and I'm gonna let my experiences shape my artistry. So only what I live and what I go through should be in my music. I'm not gonna talk about nothing I don't know. So it's like that's just where it comes from, and definitely like the people around me too. Like it's the crowd or the company that you keep, you know,
Mm.
they can really alter how you think, because if they not holding you accountable, then you will get laxed on a lack of accountability. But if you make sure you got a crew that's around you that's on point, when you fall they like, hey, get yourself together. Like definitely got them around me, and the people that I'm around are very upstanding people. Like the artists too, like even their music made me just like, damn, you going crazy. Like, I bet I got you. I'm gonna send you a track tonight. Like it's literally like me and Inari do that like back and forth all the time. It's like iron sharpen iron, and I feel like a big part of that is just knowing who you are. Like finding yourself first before you try and go and be something in music. Like have an actual goal with your pen. Like don't just write something. Think about what you write. And it's like think before you speak, because life and death lies in the tongue. So I just try and make sure I'm choosing wisely.
So, how did you get started making music?
Okay, so I ain't gonna lie, like Chris Brown, Michael Jackson, I watched them nonstop. So it'd be like, oh yeah, like they dancing, I'm hitting it. Like then everybody got the Dougie and I'm hitting it. You feel me? I'm like, okay, cool. Like I really started off like dancing. Like my pops, he was a rapper, so like he'll send me music or send me and my brother's music, and I'll be like, I'll rock with that. I was getting my hair cut by my uncle one time, and he was like, "You beatbox? You ever heard of Dougie Fresh?" And I was like, "Who is that?" And I looked him up on YouTube, and I just saw him beatbox, and I'm just like, I can do that, but not to that level, but I can do it. It's like it's something in me. I got a music bone in my body. And my auntie, she had brought me a guitar because she
Mm.
played. So I started playing the guitar a little bit. So like I was like, what, like 6, 7. She was like, play these chords, try this. And I was like, oh yeah, I like this. I like this. And my grandma bought me a guitar because I was just like getting into it a lot. And then I started singing and actually trying to make the music, like not just be a person in the background or somebody just playing the instrument. I wanted to like be that person that's center stage, like holding the mic, commanding the crowd. So I started writing, doing little. I had a little spy watch, crazy. I had a spy watch. Me and my brothers, we would like take it and we'll leave like little messages. I started making songs on the spy watch, so I sing little songs on the spy watch, and I just like, oh, okay, that's good. And then I just hold on to the songs, and like I lost it, but I was just like that just started my process. And then I started making music. I got to high school and everybody was just like, oh, he that boy with the waves, with, you know what I'm saying, with the braces, he be singing and stuff. I was like, I'm just saying, you feel me? So I started stepping out of the shell of like confinements, because every time I saw myself doing one thing, I saw that I could do more. It was
Mm.
like I'm not just an instrumentalist. I'm an artist. So I started developing this artist persona in my head to where it's like you're not gonna limit me at all. Like right now, today, you can ask me, "What are you?" You can ask me, "Oh, are you a rapper? Oh, you sing? Oh, you a singer?" I'm like, "I'm an artist." Regardless of what question you ask, I'm an artist, because my artistry will stand on its own. You'll never know what you're gonna get with me because I'm gonna express in the way that I feel is necessary. So I feel like that's true artistry.
What would you say motivates you the most in in your creative process? Like, what outside forces, what emotions fuel your work?
Um, God, to be honest, like I don't feel like I'm here to do anything but be a musical blessing to express what God wants me to express. I feel like we all have something. We all have a gift. We have something to give this world. We have a mission. And I feel like God gave me the mission to express, to really break things down to the syllable, to the decimal, and give it back to the world so it's more consumable. Sometimes you got to give a baby food. I mean, a baby food. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to give an adult an apple. You got to break it down in a way that they can consume it. So when I'm giving something to you, or if I give something to him, like it got to be a way that y'all can both consume it. So I'm
Mm.
here to just, give y'all what God gave me to give. It's not really me working in this music. It's him. I give him all the glory and honor.
Is there anything else that like you want to discuss? Anything on your mind?
Hmm. I'm gonna say it like this. I done been in hip hop for a good little minute. Y'all done got a good run out of Verb to Action. But Lady Verb done got me in my feelings. You know what I'm saying? I'm in love, y'all. So y'all gonna get some. You feel me? Y'all gonna get some R&B Verb real soon. I ain't gonna tell y'all when, but just know it's coming. Just know it's coming. Y'all see the new hair color? I cut the locks off. You know what I'm saying? It's a new me. But just know that Verb the Action is still here. I didn't cut him away. You feel me? I just had some thread that I needed to. You know what I'm saying? I had to sew some things together. You feel me? So y'all just stay tuned, cause all types of music is coming soon. That's really all I gotta say, to be honest. So Verb the Action on that.
What would you say to creatives who are like inspired by you or that are just on their creative journey?
Take your time. Don't compare yourself to nobody, because can't nobody give the world you.
Mm.
You can't copy, you can't replicate. Make sure that what you're doing fulfills you, because if it's not fulfilling you, then it's not gonna fulfill nobody else. You can't make somebody eat. Even if you lead a horse to the water, it's not gonna drink if it doesn't want to. So y'all make sure that y'all satisfied with what y'all doing before you give it to somebody else. Because imagine if I was with you right now and I was like, I got these leftovers. You want them? You would look at me like I was crazy. So don't get nobody y'all leftovers. Prepare y'all meal. Take the time.
Mm.
Really get them that soul food, because art is from the soul. So make sure that y'all real strategic with how y'all do this. Y'all gonna have y'all moment to shine. The person next to you gonna have their moment to shine, but it's like a roller coaster. You're gonna have the ups and the downs. So be prepared for both and pray for both, because if you don't get the downs with the ups, you'll never appreciate neither. Um and outside of that, y'all just be yourselves authentically, rugged and raw, whatever the case may be. People gonna love you for you. If they can't love you for you, then they shouldn't be around you either. So don't try and fit the image, because it ain't gonna do you no justice at the end of the day. So yeah, that's my little tidbit, my little verb ecology. I don't know. Is it my little verbal? I don't even know. Verbal victorious verbal speech for the day, I guess. Hey, y'all like that? I think I'm a like victorious verbal
Speech for the day. I
speech
like
for the day.
that.
I think,
That could be a
man,
series.
what? Hey,
Okay.
you think? Hey, I know. Look, hey, watch. I'm telling y'all, look, we up to something, man. Me and him been cooking too, so y'all just make sure y'all stay in tune. I ain't gonna say too much. Shh, you did.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the podcast. It
Thank
was truly
you.
a blessing to have you in the house today.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And with that, that's the end of this episode. Thank you for watching.
Peace.